What up? What up? It's your boy LJay Brown.
I have no nickname Corey.
And you know this your boy D.I.E.
This is the Kickback, man. Y'all already know we live on that red each and every Saturday morning. What's up, fella?
What's goody? What's
Man,
goody?
I feel like I've been gone, man. Like, I mean, it has been,
like
what,
it,
1 or
man.
2 weeks, man. But,
Going too long now. Back to the jump off.
It's okay to say it, man. I miss y'all, too.
You too, big dog.
Mr.
Think about
Jubilee.
guys, man. They act like they can't show emotion
Nah,
sometimes.
don't show emotion. Nah,
man. I
especially
miss my
not.
bros.
Especially not. Well, you don't mind showing emotion, but
I gotta say I love you,
don't
nothing
mind
like that,
showing
but
that soft
miss my
side,
bro,
you know,
man.
like,
You know
hey,
what I'm
man,
saying? I
love you,
miss
man.
y'all, man.
Man,
Nah, yeah,
you too, bro.
Yeah.
You too, bro.
You too, bro.
That's it.
Yeah,
I ain't about to say I love you too,
You
bro.
can't say love
too.
you too.
Nah, I love you too, man.
You too, bro.
Unless your mama, daddy
You-
died, something like that.
I'd rather,
Yeah.
I'd rather not say. I'd rather be the person to say I love you,
Right.
cause to be the one to say love you too,
Love you too, dog.
like, yeah, you can't do that.
Love you too, bro.
Love you too, bro.
You're better off being the one to say love you, bro.
Oh, all right.
at you,
Cause then how you say it back?
Oh, all right.
How do you say it back?
Yeah, man. You too,
You too,
man.
bro.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. How do you say love you too? Like you can't do
You
it.
can't. You
But
can't.
what's
Not to
wrong
a
with
man.
me.
Yeah.
And
I'd rather
the
say
black
love you,
men.
bro. Because now I got you. What you gonna do?
You too, bro.
You can't say love you too,
Like,
man.
You gotta
but
tell your
I
homies
think
how
you
they
said.
hear.
Can't
I'm about to
say
say.
love you too,
That you
man.
appreciate
I think
it.
I
That's
think
all.
I said it back.
Love you too, man.
You gonna
I
be
do.
doing all
How you
this
do
touching
it?
and hugging and doing
I
all
said
How
that.
you
back.
say it?
You say it?
No, you said it.
No,
How
no,
you,
say it.
I never said it. I want to hear how you say it. You told your homeboy that you love him. How'd you say it
Love you
back?
too, bro.
Huh?
Love you too, bro.
He made like one
That's
word.
all
Like
like
one word. Love you bro too, bro.
Love you too, bro.
Love you, bro.
Let it bro.
No, what you say?
What, huh?
I
Let
didn't
it bro.
hear you. Love you, man.
Love
So
you, bro.
technically, he
What?
still can't say
He
it.
really
He
ain't.
still
He
can't say it.
but it's
Let it bro.
Yeah.
And then, it's funny about that right there.
Much love.
I got much love
Much
for you.
love.
And
Like,
then,
what- like, you
you
gotta
can't make
figure
eye
something out.
contact neither when you say it.
No,
You gotta, like,
I didn't want to look at you right there. I didn't want to look at you right there.
and I don't know why bro code is like that.
can't
It's
do
like, nah, you don't really do like a lot of touching, no
Nah.
eye contact.
Nah,
for real.
yeah, it's not like it's
None
weird.
of them fixtures.
Nah.
Like, no, like
It's
you can look
weird.
at my direction, but you gotta look
Yeah,
me right
in
in
my
my
eyes.
eyes.
Not
Literally.
for long.
Conversation.
You get about 2 seconds.
I'm about to say you
Yeah,
gotta
no.
walk away
Yeah,
while
about
you saying
2
it.
seconds.
Catch and move.
Yeah, you got.
You gotta walk away right when you say it.
Like, oh, go down or something, but
Catch
nah,
and move.
catch and get down. Like, look at my shoes or
God
something.
is
Yeah.
wild.
But
Yeah,
nah, we ain't doing no eye
Nah,
contact.
that was too long. Look at me and then look off.
Then look off.
Yeah, it's like a no look.
Why is
pass.
it like that though?
I don't
It's
know.
like, nah,
Like, you
like,
don't know.
don't touch me.
It's like unwritten rules. And
Don't put your
and-
elbow on mine.
and-
We ride in the car. Don't put your knee on mine.
Please
for
don't
real.
touch my knee,
and
bro.
you didn't have to be taught that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is kind of just
It was
what
like
it is.
not like
It's just man
put your knee on
code.
my knee,
And
bro.
everybody know like what time it is. Everybody ain't,
Yeah.
you know.
Nah.
And if you are, that's your own purpose or whatever it
Yeah.
is. But even if that's not true, I don't even think that's really like all the reasons. Just like don't touch me, dog. I ain't really
Touch me.
feeling it.
Like y'all sit there, like move your knee, like get
That's
your
a
knee
space,
off me.
like-
Like, look how far we are
Get your knee
now.
off me.
Like if we touch it, we absolutely have to touch.
Don't lean your leg on me.
And then if I joint is like don't be doing no movement.
Don't.
Still,
Don't.
Nah,
and we
don't
not
move.
Doing, like I don't even want to know
Yeah,
that we
nah.
touching right now. On, you know, like this a long flight. Now your elbow on mine, and I feel it. You
Yeah,
feel
look,
it.
we got touch,
But don't move.
Just
Like,
sit right here.
Just
still,
chill.
bro. Like find your area and stay there. I must
Yeah.
find mine and stay there.
He said, I don't want to even
We
feel
doing
you
this
move, bro.
running, bro.
We touching,
Nah,
but we
not doing
ain't.
it.
We touching only because we had to.
Only
right
because
now.
we have to.
Yeah, keep your arms
But
still
don't
up.
move your knee, dog. That
Yeah.
my joint is resting on yours. You're resting on mine. We kind of need each other because like we got space. Like we kind of balancing it out. But
That's wild.
don't move though, dog. Like now we have to do this, but don't move.
Man
That's what
code.
it is.
Why
That's
is it
code.
like that?
It's a
And you
man
ain't
code.
taught that. You ain't taught. Nobody teaches you
No,
that.
I don't think nobody taught me that.
No, I know ain't nobody teach. Like you don't get taught. Like it's just
I
you
just-
know.
It's funny.
You know.
Like at the barber shop, no eye contact with the barber.
Oh no, you
Your
better
hand
close
gotta
your
be
eyes.
inside the rail.
You better put your- I keep my arm in
Your
the
joint
lap.
gotta be
Yo, I
almost-
keep out
I keep my arm in the lap.
Oh my God.
Almost literally like you want to like some food or something.
Yo,
Like,
Bobby be cutting.
yeah, exactly. No, have your joint inside.
His waist all on the arm.
Nope.
rail.
Yo.
Nope.
I thought I was the only
Tuck
one
that arm in.
I thought
inside.
it was being weird when
Tuck
I did
that
it. I got
If
it
you
tucking
If
in.
you go to the barber shop and you see somebody sitting with their elbows outside the rail, I'm just saying.
You know what time
I'm
it is.
just saying.
Run that line right there. It should
If
be
you
no
in the
fucking-
barber shop and somebody in that
Oh
chair
my
and their
gosh.
elbows come over the railing,
Oh my
you know,
God.
I'm
Right,
just
it's
saying.
almost like, what's up with that? Like, you know the
Whoa.
rules.
You
Whoa.
already know. Tuck your arms
Tuck
in.
your stuff in, bro.
Whoa.
Why your stuff not tucked
Yo.
in?
Tuck
Like,
your arms
what you
in.
waiting to get
And
lucky?
every man know we talking about. Barber shop, you know you keep your arms tucked. You
Yo.
know.
And then like the barber would spin you around. It's like this. And then turn your head sideways.
Close your
Turn
eyes.
your head sideways. Or
Close your eyes.
look down.
Close your eyes.
Your neck,
You know,
look down.
he getting your edge up. Anytime ball over
right,
top you
your
like
face,
that,
eyes closed.
eyes closed.
Close
I
your
close
eyes.
my eyes. I
Ain't
close
no
my
look.
eyes.
Close your eyes.
I
He
go
too
to
close.
sleep. I go to sleep.
You're right.
You're right.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
I do
your
close my
Like,
eyes.
what are you looking for?
He over top you.
I close my
Here your
eyes.
stuff.
He
Hand
just
in
close
your
to your
face.
face.
Yeah,
No,
nah.
you gotta close your
Yeah,
eyes.
close your eyes,
What
dog.
y'all? What you looking at? You,
And I try
you in
not
his
to
mouth,
breathe.
His eye, like you all in his
Why
face.
you looking at me so close for? I'm cutting your hair doing you a job.
your eyes.
But why you looking at
You
me
know,
like
close
that?
Staring at me
your
like
eyes.
this. Like,
Close your eyes.
Nah.
It's just
Close
one of
your
them
eyes.
things.
I do close my
You
eyes.
close your
though.
eyes.
I do. And arms on the
Yeah,
inside
and
of
you're
the
right.
rib.
Nobody teaches you like all
Yeah,
those things. You just do.
all right.
Your daddy didn't take you in the barber shop.
tell you how to
He
do
say,
it. You right.
When he do this, you close your eyes. Make sure you get in the chair. You keep your arms in.
You know what it
Yo,
is?
ain't nobody say
No,
that.
what happens is, what happened is, you learn from experience. Now, when you was a little boy, younger, what it is, you had your elbow out, and you like, no. Like, nobody teaches you that, but like, you
just
know.
learn it.
And you know, like, he took me your
Just catch it.
lineup.
Close your
nah,
eyes.
I don't want to look at him. I want him looking at me.
You
Just
ain't-
close your
Hey,
eyes.
something ain't right with this.
You ain't got to be
it's
told
natural.
that. Yeah, like, you ain't got to be told that now.
It's
That's
natural.
natural. You right now.
These guys
you gotta
on
be
one
told
today.
that.
Like y'all is telling
It's
the truth.
natural.
Y'all telling the truth though today.
You ain't get taught that. No, you at the barber shop a few times when you young. You just catch on.
You just gotta catch on. Like nah, cause you
Like
too
you
close.
shouldn't be comfortable looking on man's face that close.
No, dog. You know
You
what?
had to do something.
Let me
You gotta close your eyes.
let me revert back to that I love you, bro stuff. Now,
Okay.
you know what? Sometimes like you do gotta be first with saying it, but certain times like it's okay. Like, cause certain times like all that masculinity and stuff like
It's
kind of
okay
wipe
to
out.
do
Like
what?
when you know it depends on what happens.
Yeah.
No, we
When
said
you
that.
can say that, you know
no,
what
we
I'm saying?
said we could say you love you. It's just the. It's
But even
the
saying that
hard
back,
way
it depends
back.
on like how serious. Like when your plane had
How
went
you
down,
do it?
everybody like you. All our friends called everybody. I love you, bro. I man.
Yeah, but I don't remember saying
love you
y'all
back.
too.
Yeah, you said it, bro.
This
I
guy.
say it.
I don't know, but you
Ah,
said
you
it.
don't know.
This guy.
You said it back.
You
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
You said it back, man.
No,
You
you don't know.
definitely said it back,
JT,
bro.
I
JT
know
is
it.
that I love you, bro, friend. And JT always talking about.
But you don't know say
I
love you
lo-
too.
Nah,
we
I
always
don't
just
never say
we
it.
always just
Laugh
hop
it
on
off.
it like here you go, here
No.
you go. Now we all know we love each other, but we ain't got to say love you too.
But
I
back.
think
plane didn't
I
go
think I've
down,
heard you
you
say
didn't
it,
get in a car
but you
crash
do
or
it. You
something
kind of
like
do
that,
it like
you know
this.
what
You
I'm
kind
saying?
of. I love you too, bro. Like you
Nah, I never look like that, man.
Nah, like if it's serious enough,
love you too, bro.
Nah, I
if
don't
it's
do
serious
that, bro.
enough, man, all that stuff get wiped out now. That just
I'm
really,
just trying to
really
think of
waking
a
up,
time.
giving, yeah,
I'm just
nah.
trying to think of a time
You
where I
said
had
it
to
back.
do that.
When something happened,
I think I heard you say it.
everybody
ain't
call
know that.
everybody,
I ain't never
man.
told you I love
Yeah.
you too.
No, I've
You
heard.
ain't heard me say
No,
that.
I've heard
To
JT.
who?
I heard JT do some do
what
the
I
JT
love
do
you
it all the
thing,
time.
and
What I
and you
do?
and you tell I love you too, bro.
But that might be how you gotta say it.
Yeah, you got
I'm just playing it out. You know, like
Can't
you
be
gotta
serious.
be,
No,
you can't
you
be
can't be-
serious with it.
can't be serious.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a laugh joke moment.
Right.
But if you serious,
You about to-
like that's just how you gotta just say. I mean, like I'm just how you do it.
You right. It's just love you too, bro. Love you.
Either way, at any circumstance or situation, it's just tough for like guys just to get like
Super duper like
emotional
emo.
and like feeling like most guys can't do it like with their old lady or like just with their woman like so you know they can't do it with no
No,
man.
man,
you know what I'm
it feels
saying? But
awkward. It's weird.
That's true.
I'm fine. Let my old lady
It's
know I
weird.
love
Like
her.
you know I love you. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's one of them things.
Nah, just don't say it to me.
Yeah,
nigga.
it's
Like,
one of them things. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just one of them things. Like, you know that I do. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to tell you that. Like, it's just one. Like, we know.
I ain't gotta repeat it every
gotta
hour.
tell you that.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
dig it. No, yeah, like I know. Don't tell me that junk, bro. Like it's cool, man.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
yeah, it's cool. That's right. Me a
No,
letter or
no,
something.
you know what guys do? You know, I got you, bro. I'm gonna hold you down, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, bro. It's
I got
That's
definitely.
equivalent. I
I'll
got
hold
you,
you,
man.
man.
You know I got you,
dog.
man. I got you bad, bro.
I got you.
When
I
somebody,
ride for
when
you.
somebody say like, I know my bro gonna hold me down.
Yeah.
All that means is he love me.
He got love
He
for
got
me.
me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hold me down.
Huh? Oh.
You gonna make jail phone calls?
I ain't.
Collect?
Nah, I
You
ain't.
love him? You love him too?
Nah.
Nah, but hold your
I
head,
ain't
bro.
doing that,
I got
man.
you out here in the
You
streets,
love him
man.
too?
Nah.
Hold your head.
Hold it.
dog.
Hold it down, bro.
Hold it down, big
Hold
bro.
it down, bro.
Hold it down, big
Hold
dog.
it. Keep your head up, bro.
Hey yo, but I had to push play, Koi. So we so I got a question for y'all today.
Oh, you got props and stuff?
Yeah, I mean I'm just no, not props. It was just I had to play us in the background,
Oh,
but
okay.
you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying like
Okay, I ain't even know.
no.
Okay,
We
that's what's
on
up.
one today.
You got a question or something,
Yeah, I
Flim
got a
Flam?
question for us.
Cut
today.
us off all
What's-
deep.
what's-
You
what's
know
it?
what I'm saying?
bad,
Hey,
bro.
hey.
Ray underscore Flim. Got a question?
I got a little question for us.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so freshly married.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Okay.
Where we going, guys?
No. It's starting to conversations is starting to get like real serious now. Okay.
Just starting?
I mean,
After y'all married?
it's been like that, but now it's like
It's getting real.
really real,
Okay,
like
okay.
crunch time real.
Trying to put a little action to some
Yeah,
things. Man. I
yeah.
got
Put a
you.
little fire
Okay.
behind my
So
tail.
what's the question?
I got you. What's
Question is,
Or the statement.
well,
What's
what
up?
does it take? Like, what are the steps to take to be a homeowner?
Wow, now I thought this was going to go real left field. I did not expect for you to say that right there. What does it take? Oh, here we go.
The
Like,
steps, though.
I can lead you to the water. I can't make you drink. Though. I can't tell you how to do all the steps now, young man.
I mean, you done told me plenty of
I
steps.
gave a few pointers with that here and there, but ultimately you got to do the work.
I mean, I'm ready to do some work.
You ready to put some damage? Okay.
I'm just trying to figure it out because, I honestly don't know. Like, I've been telling my girl I'm about to go to the bank. I'm gonna just go to the bank and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that's not the case. You can't just walk up in the bank, yo, let me get that house loan.
No, don't work like that.
That's what
First
I'm
of
saying.
all, like the very first step I would imagine is getting your credit right.
Correct. That has been happening.
That's the
okay.
very first step, you know what I'm saying, towards home ownership is just pay your bills.
Okay.
Pay your bills on time, you know what I'm saying, and just get that credit right, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Don't make what they tell you, don't make big purchases or whatever case may be. Don't buy no car before you try to buy a house, all that kind
Mm.
of
Well, that's
stuff.
about
You know what I mean?
credit issues and just with that. You don't want to put
but,
nothing else on your credit.
Yeah, so I mean the very first step is credit.
Okay.
Get that credit right.
So when you say credit, like I pay my rent, I pay my gas bill, I pay all that. You know what I'm saying? When you say credit, do I need to go get a credit card? Because I've never had a credit card.
Right.
So do a person that's never had really credit for real, do they need to start like, you know what I'm saying?
It can help you and it can hurt you. Get your credit card, but don't do like outrageous stuff. Like get your groceries with it, get your gas with it, stuff that you would be paying regular cash for.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? If you was gonna go to, like, you don't got no credit card now, so
No.
when you normally go to the grocery store, you normally using your debit card
Correct.
or cash, whatever the
Cash.
case may be. Just use your credit card for it, and then just pay your credit card thing off. So it start to help you build your credit. If you
So a
was
little
gonna
flip.
if you was going to get your gas, just use your credit card for your gas, and then take your cash, whatever you was gonna use with it, pay it off.
So don't do nothing major like over like
Just
a
little
$500.
petty
Yeah,
stuff.
little
But you
petty
ain't had no
stuff.
credit card,
Never,
so
never,
it
never.
don't make no difference. So just
Okay.
do your little petty stuff, and then use your cash, and and then that'll help build your credit up. Correct.
Yeah, but
I about to say.
I would say like my first step would just be going to go talk to a loan officer and just like see where you at.
Okay.
Because like even if you have good credit or bad credit, I say like a good first stop would just go talk to your loan officer, just see like you could be good to go like right now, but if you don't know, you don't know. Like just have them run your stuff. You could get pre-qualified for enough right now. You don't got to do no saving. Your credit could be in good enough shape. You know what I'm saying? So my first step that I would tell people if you're gonna buy a house or any piece of property that you plan on financing would just be obviously to go sit down and talk to a loan officer or go sit down and talk to one or two loan officers and have them just run the numbers currently, just where you are right now, and that way you can get a plan to see where you kind of want to go, and go in that direction if you're not already there.
Okay.
And that person could kind of like point you, and give you pointers to kind of get in the right direction. Now, obviously, if you got bad credit, then like what LJay said, you can do several things to build your credit, but that's one way of just paying up, buying stuff and paying it up and not carrying a whole lot of debt with you.
All right. So after that step, what's the next step? After credit loan, then what's the next major step?
It's going to depend on the situation.
Okay.
For real, because,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, you don't, you may need some money down, you may not need no money down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different,
Different scenarios for different
different
folks.
scenarios, situations based upon, like Julie say, where you stand. You know what I'm saying? After talking to your loan advisor or whatever case may be, now where do you stand? You know what I'm saying? Your next step might have to be you need some savings or you need some, you know what I mean? Whatever it may be. So it's different routes, but
It's
Yeah.
it just ain't the same for everybody.
I got what
Everybody
you're
in different
Yeah, no,
situations.
it's not
you
a
know
cut
what I
and
mean?
dry,
So,
like,
it's
step
not
by step.
just a plan.
1, 2, 3.
See, I was
check.
thinking once you go to the loan officer, you talk to the loan,
It
they
depend
tell
on
you.
after he tell you that. So
After he
like
tell
you
you
said,
whatever.
after he tell you where you at, then it's going to determine
What
where
What
you
kind of
ready to
house
buy
you
now.
need?
Yeah, which route
Okay,
you
that's
might
what I
be
was trying to
ready.
get
You might
at.
not be ready. You might
Yeah.
need, you know what I'm saying, 20 rats. And,
Or your credit could be
for
bad. You might need
exactly.
some money
gotta
work on your
save
credit
up,
or something.
exactly.
Or
So
something
now
you
you
got to
gotta
be
go
paid
like
off.
that. So your next step is your plan.
Yeah,
You gotta
you
come
need
on saying you gotta get your
plan.
plan together to
Get
know what I'm
ready.
saying, complete what the loan officer then told you need to do. Whether it's saving, whether it's build your credit up, whether
Pay
it's
this off or do
exactly.
this or do that. So like I said, normally after you leave the loan officer, and they let you know or you discuss with them where you want to be, and either if you're not there, they give you a plan or kind of help you, at least tell you what you need to do to kind of get there. Then once you get there and you are actually ready to purchase a house, and let's just say you qualify for this amount, you satisfied with that, or let's say you didn't qualify, now you came back 6 months later,
right?
You didn't got your car paid off, and now you couldn't qualify for this house,
right?
Normally, like what happens is they give you like a pre-approval letter, or of this amount. Okay, Andre Fleming and his wife is pre-approved for $400,000, and
Word.
that's what it is. And before you get that pre-approval, the loan officer has already talked to you about what your payment's going to be, like how much you got to put down to qualify for this amount, this type of loan program. There's several different loan programs, conventional, VHA, government backed, things like that. They'll discuss those type options with you. After you get that pre-approval letter, you're satisfied that you can make the payments, with that loan amount. Up to that loan amount, you can just take that paper out and you get with the agent and you show them the paper, say, hey, I'm qualified for this amount. I want to spend X amount of money. This is the price range, and you start looking for houses.
Oh, wow.
After you find a house, then, y'all write up the contract. You negotiate back and forth with the seller. Y'all agree on terms and with the sale price. And that's normally pretty much like how that goes.
The whole shebang.
After the house gets on the contract, it normally takes about 30 days to go through the closing process of running the title search and background stuff, all of that, just with your credit. They'll tell you. And this is when not making those large purchases come into play big time, because dealing with just properties, because I do properties
Yes, sir.
as well. A lot of people, once they get their pre-approval letter, they think like that's the end all be all approval. And then they get their letter, then they go out and buy a new car, and that goes on their credit. And then what happens is we get to the closing table, and they're gonna run your credit and make sure everything is still good one more time, like right before you close. Normally like the day of, or maybe like the day or two like before, to make sure you ain't did like no slick stuff.
Right.
And what happens is like they catch those people, and they're not able to close on their property because they don't either got a credit card and charge up $5,000, or they went out and bought a new car, or went out and bought just something that hit their credit and prevented them from closing.
That's
what I'm saying. So just those are some of the things that you got to kind of think about, and hopefully that don't apply to you when you get ready to make that purchase.
I understand. So basically the big thing is just putting your feet in the water, going to that loan officer, just knowing what you need
that's
first.
the first step.
Check the temperature.
Check the temperature.
Like, to be honest with you, y'all might be right where y'all want to be at. Like me personally, when I got ready to move, I didn't really do no plan or do no saving.
Right.
I got ready to move, and obviously I had been storing my money enough in the past
Right.
that I could do some things, but like I didn't have to go on. And nothing wrong with you having to write down, and that's what you got to do. That's what some people do. I'm just saying, me personally, I didn't have to go on no 2 years write down saving $1,000 every month type thing and cutting back. I personally didn't have to do that, but I was good.
Yeah, I think I was pretty good too. And I think one of the things that helped though was, what I'm saying, I was 20 years old when I got my first little condo, but you ain't, I wasn't old enough yet to have accumulated no real debt. You know what I'm saying? I won't, I'm pretty much I'm starting off. I'm 20 years old. I ain't got much no way. You know what I mean? So like I ain't, now luckily, once I turned 18, I ain't just go do stupid stuff and get a credit card when I was 18 and mess my stuff up and all that kind of stuff. But I was still pretty much young enough where I ain't hadn't accumulated a whole lot, I ain't, good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I didn't have no debt and all that kind of stuff yet. So, it was pretty much easy just to start off, you know what I mean?
You didn't have time to kind of mess yourself up yet.
So now,
Had a good start.
Exactly. So if you 30, 40 years old, then you done had a little bit of life that you already done did, so you might probably got some debt already, or you could have already got credit cards and then pay your bills. So now you got to build your stuff back up, where I ain't had to go through that because I was so young. My stuff was just starting. I ain't had nothing to build. You know what I mean?
That's a good fact.
So, but yeah, for where we are now, and that's why I say it's just different situations for different people. Everybody's situation is different, but if you of age, you probably then, hopefully, you ain't do nothing crazy, but you at the point where you could have accumulated some negative situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
That you might have to, after you talk to the loan officer, then you got to come up with a plan.
Oh yeah, 'cause like they gonna find it, and some people go in and don't want to tell the loan officer
Yeah,
about
you might well
this
tell 'em.
bankruptcy or this credit card that went to collections is still there, whatever it
You
is.
might
Now,
well
like
tell
when they
'em.
pull your credit, like they're gonna know
They
how
gonna
much you
see
owe on this
everything.
card,
What's
how
your
much you
scores?
owe to this bank.
Once they put that social security
nah,
number
they gonna
in,
pull
I
all
know
your
your
stuff
whole,
down.
I know everything you got.
That's
So
crazy.
don't even worry about it. You ain't got to tell me. I'm asking just out of kindness, but as soon as I punch your number in, I'm going to know.
I don't think it can be like a difficult process. I think like it could be
Nah, it don't have to
intimidating
be.
for people to just
Yeah, it don't have to be.
to try and go at it without
It is
nobody
very
that they trust.
intimidating. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, just get with somebody that you trust, whether it's one of the homies or whatever it is, somebody that's, that's actually, had or been
You arguing
homeowners
it
for
back?
years.
It's time.
do something?
Yeah, it's time to.
Yeah, I mean,
time
you
to
got
do
questions,
that.
man. Like, ask us.
That's
man,
why. That's
you
why I
know
had
what
to
I'm
ask y'all
saying?
today.
We
and
around,
I had to ask y'all.
you know, like,
Yeah.
ask us, man.
'Cause this
Y'all
is really-
like y'all really like. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Y'all gonna really make the move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all planning on renting the old spot out? What y'all
Well,
gonna
that's
do?
what. Okay, that was my next question. Okay, so we're younger.
Mhm.
I'm talking to a lot of young folks and just trying to see what's going on. So the new thing is, I've heard that instead of going ahead and moving into your first house, just go ahead, get your first house and rent it out.
The first house you
Your
buy?
first house you buy, make it your rental property. So that rental property pays for the house that you want, your next house that you get. That's what I mean. That's what the young folks is talking about.
It's situational because, like, in order for your house that you're gonna buy now to accumulate as much, what do they call it? As much equity.
Mm-hmm.
That soon, like, you're not gonna be able to get that much equity to pull out of that house to buy another house.
Oh no.
Short term.
Well, no,
You gonna
not
pull
short
equity
term.
off
You gonna
after some time.
yeah,
Like,
after
how
like
you gonna
rent
pay
that
for
out for
your
like
house?
your first rent that out the first 2 years.
Nah, it ain't.
No,
long
it ain't gonna
enough.
work like that. They
Flip
gonna make you that
quick.
much
Wow.
property for you to
Okay.
make
Don't
money
flip
where you
that
can
quick.
use
You
the
can-
equity on that and let
2
you walk
years-
into it
2
real quick with
years,
high equity.
You ain't got no equity.
You ain't made the
in
money
it.
like
Okay.
you
You
still
probably gonna
even.
lose.
Mm.
If you sell it, you definitely gonna
Yeah,
lose.
You probably gonna lose.
Can y'all break down the word equity for me? Like,
It's just,
Don't
it's
laugh
just,
at 'em,
it's
man.
Just,
You know what
it's
I'm
just,
just tell me.
People don't know.
It's just like how we say things. Certain things appreciate. Some
Oh,
things,
okay.
You know what
Okay,
I mean?
I
So
got
like
you.
a car, as soon as you buy it, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Goes
you
down.
out.
Negative equity.
Yeah.
A house is something that's gonna appreciate. You know what I mean? So
Hopefully.
you might buy it. Yeah, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Long as the marketing and stuff is doing good. But if you buy a house for $150,000, you know what I'm saying? Hoping that if you keep it years and years and years, like it continue to grow value.
Put new appliances
You know
in
what I'm saying?
there.
So it
get
might
a
have been when
pool
you
in
bought
the
it,
back.
might have
Yeah.
been worth 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That 5 years from that, 10 years from that, it might be worth 200,000,
Gotcha.
250,000. So that equity is that 100,000
I got
difference.
you. I got what you're saying now. I
You paid
understand.
100, it's now worth two. You paid 150, it's now worth 250. You got
Yeah,
150. You got 100,000 of equity.
Okay.
So pretty much, like I said, the equity is how much money more than what you
It's
owe on
worth.
the house, or what it's worth.
Oh,
So
okay.
if my house is worth $100,000, but I can sell it for $150, I got $50,000 of equity.
Right.
in it.
Equity. So I
You
didn't
know
keep
what I'm saying?
equity is good. Okay. Okay.
So like you want to have good equity.
No,
You know,
Good
have
equity.
You want
in the
to.
Okay.
Because if not, if you don't have no equity in it, then you probably upside down, which means if you sell the house, if you bought the house for
You gonna
150,
lose.
you probably gonna sell it for 100.
Mm.
Now you out 50.
Exactly.
Now you hurt.
Hurt. Super hurt.
So you ain't gonna sell.
So what happens when people have to take eats like that? Like have to.
You gotta take a hit. That's why I got my townhouse right now. That's why I ain't selling it now, because I'm gonna have to take like a $10,000-$12,000 hit
Yeah,
on
so
it.
I ain't gonna sell it.
Because like when I bought the property, it was at the height of the season,
Right.
like before like this Great Depression. Then it was like 2007. I bought my first property,
Right.
and we lived at like the joint in
I know what you. I know what you're talking about.
Georgetown. They was worth 150 then.
Yeah.
So I paid $150 then, but like the very next year, where everything fell down, it went to like from a present at 150 to a present at 120.
Mm.
So like right there, I lost 30 racks right there.
Early. I ain't
I
no
couldn't
selling.
even sell the property for what it's worth now because I owe too much on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm right back close to even. I think I'm upside down, maybe like 10 grand. So like I owe like 135 on it. It's worth
Right.
125.
Right.
So like if I sold it
Yeah.
and got 125 grand, the bank still want that other 10 grand that I
Yeah.
owe them. So now I gotta cut that check out of my
Yeah,
pocket.
Out of your own pocket.
So that's
got
what I
you.
mean. Like I can't afford to sell it. So I mean, I'm gonna just
That's
rent
why
it out
people
Just
every
keep
month.
running. I see.
Hopefully, eventually, like I mean, it will. Like it'll go back up in value.
Eventually it will.
And I can sell it, but long as I got tenants in the, just there now paying the rent or the mortgage every month, it don't really cost me nothing.
Are we on the 7 years on, 7 years off thing? Are we on off year right now? Or we
You know what? And it's bad that I don't know right
Yeah,
now.
I don't know
I
either.
think we're on the way up.
okay? So we on the
We're on the way up. I can't tell you what year we on,
Mm-hmm.
but we on the upswing.
Okay.
We on the upswing. We are on the upswing.
But I
which
mean, that's
means,
a good idea. I just never done
Which
it before.
means you need to be trying to. This is the time we need to be trying to build your stuff, build your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get on that downswing, you want to be good.
Yeah, I got you.
So
I can.
I bought at the height of the upswing and didn't know that
Right.
the very next year I was
It's
gonna take a
going down.
$25,000 hit.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So-
you buy it.
so
If I'd
what
have known it, I'd have just stayed home at my parents' house for like one more year, then bought the very next year
Right.
when it's a whole lot
Going
dirt
down.
cheaper. Follow what I'm saying?
So what
I
you
got
might
you.
need to do is find out
What you-
where we at in that cycle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we close to the, you know what I mean, peak, you might just go ahead and wait for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
wait till it start dropping, then cop some.
I got you. That's
You know
that's
what I
good.
mean?
That's
But
good.
that was a good thought. But we on the upswing. I just don't know which.
where
at in that 7 years.
I can get that.
So have y'all got a loan officer in mind?
No. You remember when bitches talk
No. Dre, listen.
I'm definitely a soaker. I ain't.
So like, what y'all, excuse me. Where y'all at in the process though?
Well,
like, you want to talk to the loan officer?
Well,
or what y'all think?
I have 2 loan officers. You know what I'm saying? So I got this one guy, and then we have her aunt. I don't know which one to choose, the family side or somebody we don't know.
And choose whoever give you the better rate. There ain't no loyalty when it's like this is 30 years that you're talking about. So even though I'm trying to help out family and you just wrote another contract or whatever it is, like I'm dealing with this for 30 years, baby. So if you can't beat this rate and these terms, ain't nothing personal. It's all business right here.
Yeah, that's true.
She gotta like just understand that. Bottom line.
Yeah, at that point.
The better thing is, man, I just like that we even having like this conversation with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like on a side note, not even like trying to sun you or play you. I'm just proud of you, man, for just even like having that conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just. It's major that you even talking about those type things, man. So
tell him you love him, man.
Love you, bro.
What saying that? I can't say it back now. Long as I say it first, I'm good. All right, man. You too, dog.
You too, dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we just say it. Anybody, you can say it first. It's just like to say the back part.
The back saying back part.
It's kind of like get a little.
No, I say that. That's the hard one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Man, I do too, man.
I do too, bro.
I do too, man.
That's all you
Back at you, bro.
Yeah,
So those are the steps. I just wanted to, try to help out the people that didn't know, because I was one of the people that didn't know.
And another main point about buying a house is do not try and keep up with the Joneses. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, and that's probably one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make. I got food in my mouth. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
People try and keep up with the Joneses, man. And then like, okay, you might be able to get in this house, but y'all barely getting by, whatever, and like you're not gonna be able to live like the kind of lifestyle that you gonna want to live. You know what I'm saying? And then like you mad, and now you like and you're frustrated.
You got too much overhead.
Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? Like you just don't do that. So I mean, y'all gotta do what works and what y'all can afford for y'all. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because like when it really come down to it, ain't nobody judging you about how you live. Now it's just about your personal thought about how you think of people
looking at
you.
Yeah.
But like ain't nobody looking at your house and my house better than theirs, or this house is bigger. Like I got 200 more square feet. Nobody's saying like that's all personal stuff that we put on ourselves. You know what I mean?
got you.
I saw something on it's one of those social media platforms. I forget who posted it. Somebody posted it, man. It was just talking about how people just a lot of times we focus ourselves on, how we look, what we wearing, what we driving, how we living and all that, when how are we 30 plus? I mean 20 years from now, 30 years from now, like that ain't even really gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter like
people
what
don't
you
care.
wore, what you had.
People don't care.
You can be more focused on your grandkids or
trying to put them in the good clothes.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't like it's like who cares about really what it's like we put it on ourselves. Like
it's our own mindset about how you want people to see you, how you want to be
seen.
Be perceived. Looking at you like that.
Ain't nobody like ain't gonna matter. Like
checking for you,
it really ain't important.
It ain't, your house is nice, but I'm not comparing it to nobody.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we make it important to ourselves. It's like it really ain't
overthinking things like, are they
really
looking at my feet?
Yeah. Nobody really cares.
I give a dang on what you got on your feet.
I mean, like, and they might look at it, but
it's not no
comparison. They ain't checking for those prices.
10 seconds from there, they ain't thinking about your shoes.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what? And I think like social media is just really like heightened that, and like in just today's just life and just world. It's like everybody is just you want to put everything, you want to show off. And you trying to like perceive like people feel everything's about like how I look.
Well, the thing because
Instagram is all pictures, ain't even like no words, like it's all how you look. You
it's
know what
because we grew up in hip hop culture. Unfortunately, the hip hop culture is about showing off. It's about bragging.
Yeah.
It's about showing off. It's about what you got. Like that's hip hop.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all braggadocious. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got this, I got that.
But
check
if you don't
me
watch
out.
yourself, like you'll find yourself
so, like, that's
doing
what we
that,
grew
though.
up in.
Yeah.
So like it's hip hop. We in hip hop culture. We grew up in hip hop culture.
Seeing the money thrown.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like all of that stuff, it make it easier to fall like in the social media. It makes it easier to try, to fall victim, and want to live your life like that, and it's always be like comparing and not just yourself, but also knowing that people are comparing themselves to you.
Yeah.
Now it's how I look and what I gotta let y'all know I'm doing, what I'm eating for dinner because I'm at PF Chang's or cheesecake or look at this salmon cake. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that's what we do as Americans. It's just like as people are age, and it's just like, do not do that when it comes to your house, bro. Now you can get away with buying the 2 pair of Jordans that you couldn't afford, but like when you buy this house that you couldn't afford, it's gonna have a little bit more
kickback on
that. You know what I'm saying?
And what Nicky say, that Draco got that kickback. When it kickback, you don't get your back.
You do not get it back.
You do not get it back,
bro. Go ahead, cop it on that house you want to.
No, you don't get it back.
You don't get it back.
You really need to just do, not just to you, just anybody that's out there interested in buying a house. Like, you really just got to do what you can afford, man. You know what I mean? If you ain't where you at right now, that's just where you at right now. And just do and make a plan to get to that other level or where you want to get to. Okay. But the mistake would be jumping into something that you know deep down in your heart that you ain't ready for. That you're not ready for.
Cause
so you can go on Instagram and have your house warm and then show everybody around. And, you know what I'm saying? Everybody will, it's going to show up and then be happy for you. But they also going to be at the same time going to be looking at you and they're going to be gone. You know what I'm
saying? And joking you once you lose it.
It's just so that's some major advice that if I can give anybody that's interested in buying pretty much anything really. Get what you can afford, man.
I was about to say that.
Cuz you're not going to enjoy it if it's not right.
What's this,
you know what I'm saying?
Supposed to live within your means.
Live within your means, man. And even if you can't get it and you can't enjoy it, like I said, it ain't what you thought it was gonna be anyway. Ain't no point.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate the advice that the OGs gave me today.
Yeah, man. But you got resources, not just myself and Uncle L. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can holler at.
I'm definitely gonna be asking more questions.
Man, you should never go in there and not have like an answer to those type questions unanswered. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look, man. Side note.
What's the side note?
Congrats on your house and everything.
Thank you.
In order to get the house, and you got a mortgage for 20, 30 years. If you're good, 15 years, but most people 20, 30 years, whatever it is.
Okay.
Which means that, man, like you got to be alive.
You got to have to be alive.
Yeah. The reason why I'm saying that, man, because like, I had a doctor's appointment last week, man. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been to the doctor in a minute, but
I don't go to the doctor.
I'm 34 years old. It just make me nervous, man.
I don't go to the doctor, man.
Because tell the truth. You'll be fine. Tell the truth. You'll be fine. You'll go to the doctor.
You're right.
Play ball last night. Sweat, it worked out.
Feel good.
I maxed out on the bench. I hit that 325 that I've been trying to hit the last 6 months. 225.
No, you ain't hit no 325. 325.
Okay, 250. 250.
Okay. That sounds like a security bouncer.
I maxed out at 250. Okay. I did a little cardio afterwards, worked on my little abs.
Right.
Circuit after that.
Ate good.
Yeah, I go to the doctor. Then it's like, oh, now I'm sitting there. Like I get stage 3 terminal in 2 weeks.
You got 2 weeks to go?
2 weeks left.
Oh man,
I was just fine before I went though.
That's why I don't go.
Yeah,
that's exactly why I don't go. Cause like I said, it treats you like you at the car shop. You go to take your car, get an oil change. The man come out and say, your engine bad, can't get it going.
Bad wipers.
Like, man, I just came in just to get my blood pressure checked. No. And then all of a sudden, like you say, I'm stage 3, stage 4. It's like, I was just getting a routine checkup. How it happened? I just get my oil change. Now you mean tell me, so my engine filter was bad and leaked down to my engine, then it got in my tailpipe, got a banana in my tailpipe.
How?
And like, man,
that's cool. Like, I drove to DC last week.
What do you
no
mean?
shaky problem.
I drove to Carolina last week.
That's why I don't go to the doctor. It's the same thing.
It is.
It's the same thing. You go in and say, just get your teeth clean. He gonna come back and tell you need 3 root canals.
Top row dentures put in.
And like, man, I'll just get it clean.
Like every scenario, it's literally
like that. It don't matter what happened.
You're right.
So I'm not going. That's why I don't go to dentist. I don't go to the doctor.
But that's
I know it's terrible.
I know it's horrible.
I don't go to the dentist. I don't go to the doctor.
That's a bad mindset.
My mom and Keisha, my wife and Keisha, they get on me. My wife and my mama get on me all the time about going to the dentist, I'm like, man, I know if I go to the dentist, he gonna tear my mouth up.
He gonna make me come back for another day.
Oh no, you definitely coming back.
You
definitely coming back.
Torture me all morning.
Oh no, you definitely coming back.
Before I leave, I gotta make another.
Oh no, you definitely coming back 2 weeks later.
You know what? Excuse me. I gotta go. I'll call y'all back. I check my calendar. I gotta see what I'm free.
I did that too. Last time I was at the dentist, hey, look, I'm gonna call you.
You know what? I'm gonna call you back.
I'm gonna let y'all know when I'm coming back. Looked at the bill like, what? This just one day? No, I'm gonna let y'all know when I come back.
I got dinner insurance.
No,
I ain't gonna
I don't want him paying around in my mouth. Like I had, braces and stuff when I was young.
I went off. You're right. I did too.
It's like it's a bad experience. You got going in and type my stuff. Now I can't eat for a week.
Can't chew no gum. Like what?
I want to go back.
So like now, like the dentist just, I'm done with the dentist.
Yeah,
I've been enough.
I'm done with it. They had, I'm saying, what's the thing you had to put in after the braces?
Retainer.
Yeah,
I lost my.
I
lost my.
Man, you had the rubber bands in your jaw. I had enough with the dentist, man.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? And it hurt.
But that's the wrong mindset to really have, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we speaking
For
on
us, as black men,
as
yes.
black men especially, you know,
Yes.
and that's the mindset that a lot of us have, man. But like a lot of the prostate cancer, and high blood pressure, all that stuff that is terminal for us, it don't have to be terminal. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do
If
that.
we just get it checked
when it's time
ahead
for me
of
to get
time.
checked for that, I'm gonna get checked because I'm scared of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared of that.
I understand
You know what I'm saying? So like when it's time, not a day early.
But let
When
me
it's
tell you
time,
this,
I'm gonna go get that done. But just far as just going to the doctor on regular routines, it's like I don't, you know what I mean? Like
That's not the
No.
thing.
I
That's not
gotta
the wave.
like I gotta know something wrong with me before I go to the doctor.
Yeah, I had to be pre-screened because, like, in my family, so I had to go a little early, guys. So, and that's a whole different show that we can talk about. Whatever it is, but yeah, I done kind
Nah,
of been
that
down
ain't-
like that road once before, man.
Don't want to go back.
Man, which road? The back road.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the
Big
back
dirty
street,
roads.
Down the, you know what I'm saying? Went down the backwoods.
the backwoods, yeah,
The boogie woods.
in the cut, in the boonies, literally,
But his face
in the boonies,
in the back.
in the boonies, literally.
Went down the back road, down
Yeah,
down the
man.
dirt road.
Down the
whole
juicy
different-
back
Went
roads.
down the dirt road.
I ain't got time. I ain't
Right.
got.
Down the
That's
dirt road.
Look at his
That's a
face
whole
though. Like
different,
his face, like you could tell it
Yeah,
was.
man.
Went down the dirt road.
He not even looking at the camera,
Can't
G.
look at
Like
y'all and talk to y'all about it. So I gotta look there and talk about it. Yeah, man.
The rocks and the pebbles and stuff.
oh,
We went down
Yeah.
the dirt road.
Through all
I
the
ain't got
gravel.
time.
So well, okay. So
But
you
I was
already
like
had-
predisposed because like my
How old are you? You know, be like, you ain't that
I'm-
like, you don't supposed to go to your
I'm
40.
34, but like I went for like
Doctor
another.
got you early.
I went for
cuz.
something else because I had kidney stones. I'm gonna get all personal with everybody, and then like while they was there, they was like, "No, like you whatever it is." Like, man, I could have
gotta
held
check
off like another year or two, but they was like, "No,
hold on
you
now.
here."
Now, wait a minute. No, I'm saying, Doc. Now, I didn't come in for that today.
I did not see. What
I
I'm
didn't
saying?
know
You what
either.
I'm saying?
I didn't know either. It
I
caught
want,
me.
I said, I
The
want prepare.
extras.
So like I came in,
I
and
want prepare
and-
like,
and
like
I had to choose
you,
like right then.
Listen, you gotta be kind of
Really prepared.
Listen, I would imagine. I haven't had it done, but I would imagine for that procedure, you need to be prepared.
And well,
I just shook,
mentally,
dog.
yeah, mentally, yes. I would
Oh
have
my
rather
gosh.
that.
Mentally and
So, like,
And
I had
physically.
a choice to make, so I walked
Like-
in the room, and it's like,
You
either I'm
need
gonna
to
go
be
through with this or
prepared.
not go through with this.
Nah, I
Nah.
call y'all back.
I'm in
I'll
my
let
room
y'all know.
already.
I call y'all back.
I'll
She
let
was like,
y'all know.
no, like it's still one more part that we
I
gotta
call
finish.
y'all back.
Listen, I'm scary.
I
I'm
call y'all
bubbling.
back.
My stomach bubbling.
I wasn't ready for this today. I didn't wake up this morning knowing that we was going down the dirt road.
Going down the back
I
Bells
wasn't
Mill
prepared
streets.
for that, and y'all sprung this on me. Y'all gotta, kind of understand.
Yeah, man.
I won't prepare with that.
I'm
today.
just giving y'all the heads
So
up.
what
Like,
happened?
what you
He
mean?
said,
what
"What
happened?
I
happened?"
mean, what happens? I ain't know what happens in the procedure. I mean, what happened?
You ain't seen the episode of My Wife and Kids?
All of that happens. Like, what you think happened?
Pop the gloves on you.
All of that, like, all of that happened.
Play slow music.
Yeah, man, doctor or lady
Let me
doctor.
tell you what made it worse. Cause like they had to have like an assistant in the room with them.
Oh my
So like
God.
only
Yeah,
that's me, the
man,
doc.
doc.
It was a me, doc, and little nurse right there. Now I'm like,
So,
you know what I'm
when
saying?
so when I asked him what happened, he said, like, I don't know. This is what I'm talking about.
Well,
what happened?
Well, I'm trying to tell you right there. So like, man, I'm getting my other stuff done. I'm,
Now you
you know,
got him, know what
I'm
I'm
finished
saying?
with that, and I was
You
like,
got
all right,
Mr.
I'm gonna
Doc.
step out and come right back. I got a guy doc, an
Mr.
old man, an
Doc.
old white man,
Okay, and then,
and a little nice little Oriental like lady. You know, like she was like the assistant. Not saying anything is wrong, but I'm just saying I'm just giving like
So
it's a
you had
white
to look
doctor
over both
and,
shoulders.
and an Oriental lady.
You had to go-
See, now I would get graphic and detail, but I can't do it on the camera.
ahead.
That's why I stood up. That's why I stood.
So I get in there, so we finished doing everything else, and then
Stop it.
which way? Like, how to get it? Is that what you're asking me?
What happened?
I'm trying to break it down to you,
Alright,
but
go
I
ahead.
can't
Real
jump right into
slow.
it.
Alright, go ahead.
And then I'm gonna look like a cheap $2. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I make it work for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead.
So
That's
we
what
finished the
happened,
first
man.
part, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna be right back for the exam."
Now, listen, guys. Now, for everybody that's around that 40-year-old range,
Oh no, it's
this
coming.
conversation right here is for you. Now, we laughing and all that, but this is
Oh, it's
Serious.
it get real.
coming down your way. I got a few more years. But
Oh, no,
y'all that's
it get
closer to
real.
40, coming down your way.
And he missed that
So
too.
what
Like that bottle of
happened?
water, he definitely missed that.
That's why I
Side note,
looked
man,
off
y'all
like-
saw him toss the water bottle. He definitely missed that. Classic Dre.
All right, so you got
Throwing
you
up
in
bricks.
there, you got your robe on. He popped the gloves.
I got the robe on. Know what I'm saying, finished my X-ray for my kidneys and everything, my kidney stones or whatever. I'm good with that, thank God. He's like, all right, I'm gonna step back, out and come back in and finish the exam.
Your
I
little
gave you time
exam.
to prepare a little bit.
Well, I didn't know. It's like exam,
tell you
what it
okay.
was. So he come back in with the nurse, and like they got the stuff in like this little warming joint. So it's not even like it's getting warmed up.
What? Hold on.
It's getting warmed up.
Yeah,
So at least he
warmed
had
up.
some respect for me. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
little cold.
He had some respect for
Yeah.
me. So like something's warmed up. So he goes over there. I'm like,
So you look at passion.
but before he did that, he grabs it, and I'm thinking like, okay.
Okay.
Maybe I got
So
something
y'all
like throat or
still, so
something.
you still don't know what's
I
going
don't know what's going on
You
yet.
gotta ask some questions then.
But then he said, they said, you know, like this wasn't part of your exam, but like looking at the chart, like, and your history or whatever it is, like, no, you don't have to get it right now.
So
but
why
like,
y'all already got the stuff in with it prepared?
Like, why couldn't you tell me this
You should've told me that
before?
you came
the
back
stuff was
in.
already warming up the whole time. It just, it was there and it all was warmed up. Like there wasn't nothing that he brought in.
No,
It
we're
was already
saying
there.
why we
when
were
he-
saying
before
yeah.
he left out and said he gonna come out.
He
when
shoulda
left out,
warned
he
you.
could've Said,
I don't know what the doctor was thinking.
he told you that once he got it in his hand.
He came back in and then we started in like we sat down like that little chair and you spun around and
he
came
got
and
it
talked
in
to
his
me.
hand already.
He telling me about okay like you pre-exposed whatever it is this right here it's in your family whatever it is boom and that you can wait another boom years but like let's go ahead and just get it in now just to be safe and like and just and why I
What
got
you
you here
say?
it's no extra copay.
I might as well.
say?
I go ahead and handle that because I don't want to come see you again, doc.
If the doctor say that I could possibly have the stuff
Yeah,
and I'm here
Handle
already
it.
pretty much naked.
handle
But
it.
I ain't ready.
I'm saying I wasn't ready but I had to get ready. What? So like
That's the key in life, y'all.
Like,
If
the
you're
kid was
not
like, he
ready,
didn't
you
even
need to
He's like,
get
"You
ready.
he didn't even leave. Like he stayed there. Like while I thought about it, he was like, I was like,
He didn't even.
wait now. He's like, so I'm like, come on, like what we gonna do?
He want.
So I'm like, all right.
Barbecue a meal, dude.
So like I get on the table
Let me get.
and I thought I could lay on my side.
Oh, this he a side.
So before he even asked,
He's
you
like,
went
all
on
right, the
with
table
this
right
lady
there.
there.
So I'm trying to get on. So I'm trying to get on the table. He like, no.
Oh my
I
God.
need to go and lean over, bend over. I was like, Doc, so my friends could see me
See,
right
this
now.
what I'm saying right here. I'm not prepared.
I'm
man.
not, bro.
I'm not prepared.
Like, I'm not
The
laughing at the
same day.
situation.
you a
I'm just
grown
laughing
man,
at
though.
You
these.
gotta let me come
But
at
you
the
a grown
mom.
man,
You
though.
gotta let me come at the mom.
But
Like,
you're a
for real.
grown man, and some things like you just gotta just man up.
That's crazy.
Look at you right in your eyes, like you got
That's
man
allowed.
up.
That's allowed.
But Jude said, I'm gonna need you to
Yeah,
go
he
ahead,
was like,
man.
nah, I need you over the table.
Dude, go ahead, man.
So I was like, Doc.
All the way.
Oh,
So like I get
All
on
the
the
way.
table, and the only thing that I'm doing, like I'm laughing. I'm like, man, if my friends could see me right there, my robe is tucked to the side now.
It just swung it
So
over.
it's on the
He
side.
just swung
right
it
here.
over.
I'm on the joint.
He
you know
just
what I'm
swung.
oh my
It swung
God.
over that left
saying?
hip.
To the side. It's like
Pulled it to the side.
Pull him to the side. You don't gotta take him off. Pull him to the side. That's what he did.
Oh
He
man.
put it to the side. And
Nah,
I was
Jubilee.
like,
No.
my face covered. I'm
Put
like,
it down
man.
the dot
Oh
like this.
my God.
I'm like, Doc.
I'm gonna get
And
this
he's like,
easy.
okay, stop laughing. You gotta relax. I'm like, Doc, if my friends could see me right now, like, that's all that I can think about. If they could see me right now, like, dude.
He said, "Stop laughing."
Like, yo,
Stop laughing. Your tension up.
Clenching up. Stop clenching. You gotta relax.
See, I'm catching everything, dog. Y'all.
So that's just
Oh,
the
man.
short version. I ain't want to make everybody laugh. I'm not
It's
being
cool.
too nasty.
It's
but
cool.
Bottom line is the serious part about that is, you know what I'm saying? Like those things
Go
for
to the
black
doctor.
men, you got to do that, and you need to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Dentists are like, you got to take good care of your health.
I'm gonna go to get that
Health.
check, man, because like I say, I'm scared of it. You know, you don't
Yeah.
just don't want to get caught with that. You
No.
know, I'm scared of it, but I'm scared to do it too.
But then
Yeah.
again, like
You
it's so
know what
that
I'm
you
saying?
don't
It's
have to
like-
have that if you get it checked out, and you be mad at yourself and your family. You know, it's gonna be mad at you for the
For not even going to
not
get it checked.
checking
Yeah.
when you could have got those things handled. You know what I'm saying? Now you ain't here for your family. They got to do things without you. It ain't just about you now. You got kids and
That's what that's
wife and
the
stuff, know
that's
what
what I
I'll
thought
go
about
ahead and
too.
check
You can't be selfish.
can't
Like
lead them and
that's what I really
stuff
learned.
that you could have like prevented.
Like I just learned that this weekend because I lost my dog. So I learned that
I'm
if
sorry
you,
about that, man. R.I.P.
it's cool. I learned that, you know what I'm saying, as long as you like at the point I seen him, I was being selfish of my ways. But you need to do what's best for the whole family and for
I feel
whatever the situation is. So I want him to live, so I'm gonna just sit here and watch him in pain. So that was me being selfish.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I was
I
just
feel you.
piggybacking off you. So you don't need to be selfish, bro. You gotta
on a
you
lighter
got
note,
more things.
a lot of things really ain't even that bad.
No.
They were quick. Now it's more so like hurt my pride more than anything. It ain't like he in there fishing around trying to find something. It's like a wada wada. And like, it's like
Wada
boom.
wada?
What?
A wada wada. And
A
it's
wada
in and
wada?
out. It ain't like he playing around.
What?
It's a wada wada.
No, I
Little
don't
whoop.
want that. No, I don't want that. I don't want nobody waddle.
No, but is that like a wooga? Like it ain't one of them things, though. It ain't like a waka. No, it's like a
Woody the Woodpecker. Woo, guy.
it's like
Nah, bro.
Real quick.
real quick. Like it ain't like a tugboat. Like ain't none of that.
Word.
It just
Nah, I don't
So-
want either one.
you know what I mean? If I had to choose either
It's
one,
not-
no,
you don't
know,
have
I
to
can't
choose.
take a blood test or nothing like that, dog. I
No.
can't cough on a stick or nothing
No,
or whatever it is.
you gotta
can't take
do
a
this.
It's
swab or
like it
nothing.
ain't no. Actually, it is another way now. I think.
What?
Was Keisha telling me that? I think Keisha told me that. It's another kind of way they can
blood
do
or
that,
test something
man.
like that. Okay, fine. Well, like they didn't have that out 2 years ago.
Maybe next week we can get our nurse wives up here. You know, all our hospital wives up here, or people that's from the hospital. Just give us a little health tips, just to bring us back into
Either
the
way,
school,
you guys got to
something.
go and do it. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, it ain't even that bad. Now, like I say, it was demeaning and hurt my pride and everything, but it wasn't like I walked out limping. You know what I'm saying? Like
You said what?
it wasn't like I was walking like a duck when I got out of there. It was just more so like, dog, that's just happening.
Did
to me,
that
you know
really
what I'm
just
saying?
happen to me in the
And
car?
have me a
Like,
drink or something real quick.
I am not that no more.
Anyway, enough about that.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's a little.
We're gonna have to
Like I
end on
said,
that.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna
'Cause,
tell us
like,
about
I'm
it though?
scared.
Like how I had to do y'all and tell the whole world like
Well,
how you gonna do
I
that?
got a few years to go. I mean, that's down the road. We been forgot about this conversation by the time that come up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't but 33. I got 7 more years. You know what I'm saying?
to get into it.
Yeah, I got 7 more years, man.
To
We
prepare
been-
yourself.
Yeah, we been forgot about this whole conversation.
At least
by
I know
now,
I'm
man.
good on that though. I mean,
Yeah. But just far as regular routine checkups and stuff, man. I be slacking on that.
Yeah,
Man.
man,
I
we
ain't
gotta
get
tryna
better
go
with
to
that,
the
bro.
doctor.
Yeah, you
I ain't
definitely
tryna
get
go
better
to
with
the
that.
doctor. You go to the doctor.
I need to get better too.
Yeah, all right. That's
I go to the doctor though.
That's why
I mean,
I need to go to the dentist more often.
yeah, I
But
don't
like
do
you know,
either
I'm
one.
like you, man. I done had braces, so it's like man, I
Yeah.
spent like 3-4 years of my whole life going to the
Yeah.
dentist
going
like
every Tuesday,
once
every
every
Wednesday.
2 weeks or
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, I spent
It was
more time
horrible.
in the dentist office than
Yeah.
anywhere, man.
It was horrible when I
And
went.
crank them joints
Cranking them up, getting them tighter, just like the pain and all that stuff. You're right. It's just like maybe I got mental blockage or baggage
Yeah.
dealing with that, and
Yeah.
I need to. I had braces, lost my retainer, don't wear them
Yeah,
more.
of course.
Teeth done got back crooked a little bit, and just like
I don't
know what
care.
I'm
It's
saying?
whatever.
That's where it go.
I'm a grown man, my teeth crooked. Okay,
Okay.
Yeah,
few of them, 3 or 4 of them, whatever.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
As long as I,
Whatever.
long as I brush my
Yeah,
teeth twice a day.
I
I'm
ain't going
good.
back and get them more braces.
Yeah, shoot, man, I got teeth that I got cracked teeth.
Yeah.
God, dog,
I
boy.
got wisdom.
No, that
I
you
gotta
need to
find
go
my-
back.
I think my wisdom
We
ain't
got
even
crunching
grown
on your
in yet.
teeth.
Your wisdom ain't grown. What you mean it ain't grown? In?
You
still
about 40 years
I
old.
still
Y'all about
got-
they ain't grown in.
I just went to the dentist like last month. They showed me an X-ray of just a tooth just sitting in the back, just chilling.
like
So
under your
it's- so it's
gums.
there if they can see it.
They can, but it hasn't came down.
You gotta
it's
get
in
it
your gums.
pulled
yeah,
out.
yeah, it's still in my
You gotta
gum.
get it
Oh,
pulled
it's
out.
coming out.
Mm-mm.
I had 6 of mine pulled out. Pulled
I
out
ain't got
4. I
time
had
for
I had
6.
4 teeth taken
I
out
had
too.
I had all 6 of mine pulled
I
out.
ain't got
Up
time.
and Ebo saying time to go. Like his wife talking about shit to do it right there. That's live right on the camera. Time to go now. Yeah, before he get a beat, he gotta go home.
Yeah, on that note, on your boy LJay Brown.
And I'm no nickname quarter.
You know, it's your boy D.I.E.
This is the Kickback, man, live and direct each and every Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Wake up!
Yep.
Yep.